Hi, and welcome to Old Time Knowledge. Well, today's episode is going to be something really different. I'm going to be showing you how I make a recipe that my son and I fell in love with from the manga cookbook. We started learning about different kinds of Japanese foods watching Studio Ghibli movies like Ponyo and My Neighbor Totoro, and there are just lots of cute movies that we really liked when he was very little. And we were fascinated with some of the food. Plus, there's a local Japanese restaurant that we really like, and I was just determined to learn how to do it. But this recipe that I'm going to be showing you today is a Japanese style chicken nugget called karaage. What makes this recipe so unique is the marinade and the breading. Unlike American fried chicken or chicken nuggets, you're not using flour, you're not using cornmeal, you're using corn starch. And the marinade is soy sauce, garlic, and ginger. And I'm going to tell you, this is amazing. And you serve it with some steamed rice, and it is so good. So stick with me, and we will get right to it. All right, for this recipe, you're going to use chicken thighs. I had frozen chicken thighs and had taken them and put them in the microwave to thaw them out. But here I am, I'm just dicing up the boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Well, they're supposed to be skinless, but I'm removing the skins because some of them still had skins on. And I'm dicing them up. You want them to be about an inch or smaller. You don't want them to be bigger than that because these are supposed to be little chicken nuggets. You can obviously make them bigger, but we're going with the way that you think of nuggets being, not fillets of chicken thighs. So you're just going to dice them all up. Make sure you're not including a bunch of skin in there. And then once this is all done, we're going to be making a marinade. And so this is where the bags come in handy. I like to have multiple gallon size Ziploc bags, but in this case, I have a Ziploc bag for the marinade, but then I end up using paper bags for the cornstarch. So we'll get to that here in just a minute. Let me get these last few little pieces cut up. Okay, now we're going to make the marinade. You're going to use about 2 teaspoons of minced garlic or 2 crushed cloves of garlic. You're going to use about a teaspoon of grated ginger. And if you don't have grated ginger, you might be able to buy the minced ginger at the store. And then you're going to use about a half a cup of soy sauce. We go through a lot of soy sauce. Yes, it's high in sodium, but we love it and we use it for a lot of cooking. That's a half cup measuring cup of soy sauce. I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to put that chicken in there, to get those pieces of chicken thighs in there. And now I'm just going to press it down and get most of the air out of the bag because I'm going to zip this up and let it rest on my counter for a few minutes before I get it in the oil to fry. I'm also going to get some rice started. Now the chicken's ready. I've got this paper bag and I've filled it with some cornstarch, not all the way, probably about a cup of cornstarch. And I'm just going to start adding the pieces into that paper bag. And I'm just going to shake it around and get all those pieces of chicken coated in that cornstarch. This takes a lot of shaking. It's not as bad when you're using a Ziploc bag, a large Ziploc bag, but I'm working with what I got. That's what we need to do, right? I've also got some rice back there in that pot. Okay, I'm checking the oil here. When you see those bubbles coming up around a chopstick or a wooden spoon, then you know the oil is ready to go. The rice back there, I've got a cup of rice cooking with a cup and a half of water, just plain steamed rice. And so the way this will work is everything will be ready about the same time. So this chicken you're just gonna fry it until the pieces start to turn nice and brown, just like they would if you were cooking American style chicken pieces. If you want to be on the safe side, do what I do and use a temperature thermometer, a meat thermometer when you first take up your chicken out of the oil when it's been cooking, because then you don't have to worry about possibly some of the pieces not being done enough. My mom taught home ec in high school, and she's always raised me to be really careful about chicken and making sure it's well done and all of that. So I don't play around with food safety. So just frying up these nuggets. When this first batch is done, I'll be able to get another batch in there and get that fried up. It takes not too long, it's pretty quick, but you see how those come out, they're just beautiful brown with that soy sauce that soy sauce, garlic, ginger marinade. I'm telling you, it's out of this world. There's my little meat thermometer. It was showing 165. That's where you want chicken to be. You want chicken definitely to be around 165 degrees internally before you know it's done. And some of those other thick pieces I test, and then I know I'm good. Just get some more of this chicken in there and get this fried up. Look at that sizzling. I have to sneak a piece in there, y'all. You probably didn't see it because I've got this sped up, but I did sneak a little piece. I had to taste it. This is some good stuff. And when I make 1 pound of these boneless, skinless chicken thighs for my son and I, because my mom doesn't usually, she's not a big fan of this. But when my son and I have this, a pound is usually enough. We could always have more, but we don't need more. So we try to stick with just a pound when we make this. And one thing I'll tell you is when Japanese people serve this, they usually serve it with slices of lemon, but I don't usually keep lemon in the house, so we're happy with it just like this. But you can squeeze some lemon juice on it just to give it a little bit of extra flavor. All right, so there it is. I'm going to serve up some rice and show you how I do that and serve it with the karaage. And you'll see how it comes out. This is really good, y'all. I know you weren't expecting a recipe like this on my channel, but it's a delicious food. It's really good. It's a great idea for kids especially, but really for anyone. This chicken, it's just moist, it's tender, it's really flavorful, and you can add some like some vegetable sides, some steamed broccoli or something. That would be really good. Some stir-fried cabbage, that would be good. But we like it just like this. This is just such a good meal. So I hope you make it, and I hope you'll let me know what you think of it if you do. And check out some of the other videos. You know how it goes. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.